Hello, beautiful people. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you watch. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. I beg. Anyway, make I go straight to the news. So I want to ask a question. I want to ask you a simple question. When will Tinubu let the poor breathe? When will Tinubu let the poor breathe? We dey see a lot of I no wan begin insult now. We dey see a lot of dim wits, make I call them like that, within Nigeria, wey dey happy about some of these policies wey don really dey negatively affect the lives of millions of people. You understand wetin some people dey talk say it's too early, but my dear, e never dey too early because e get reason why I dey make this news. Anyway, I wan read I wan read something from one guy wey I dey follow. You understand? The guy na very intelligent guy and he asks some penitent questions. Let me read am for plenty English. Just take your time, listen to wetin I wan talk. So this thing na wetin he dey talk. Say, has Tinubu taken any measures to implement reforms that will reduce the cost of government during his administration? While he has initiated a series of reforms that may benefit the country in the long run, it is evident that these changes will bring hardship to Nigerians in the short and medium term. However, the concern arises when we observe that there is no indication of him making any personal sacrifice at the highest level while the poor are not breathing. Has he taken steps to reduce government expenditure? Has he considered utilizing the same world-class hospital that Osinbajo used for his medical care instead of frequently traveling to France? Has he made efforts to minimize the excessive fuel consumption of his convoy? As for the less privileged, fuel price has increased, exchange rate has increased, tuition fee will be raised, taxes are set to increase, electricity prices will surge. What sacrifice is the president willing to make in his capacity as the leader of the people? And the guy can't add, after he make all this statement, he say, therein lies the difference between Tinubu and P2B. Indeed, all the three candidates made promises to remove fuel subsidy and devalue the currency. But it's only P2B who said he will also make personal sacrifices and cut down on wasteful spending, as he has always done. So this thing are the question why they ask Mumu people wey be APC supporters, where they talk say this policy will benefit you in the long run. Wetin be the sacrifices wey your oga Tinubu don make to show us saying dey with the masses, everybody dey suffer? You don see in convoy before? Na 1 million cars dey follow and go count am. 1 million. Na so all of them go dey blow pyre. Pee. Only am more than 1 million cars dey follow am. Then when you look the expenditure of government, their food wey they eat there, the lifestyle, the private jets. Hope say say Nigerian government go up to 12 private jets. He not sell all of. He not sell. I know doesn't may he sell all of them. Leave only one. Use the remaining, buy tractors or buy agricultural machine. More know the sacrifice we they make. The Nigeria get 12 private jets. At least sell the 12 of them. Sell 11, leave one. Use and buy tractor, share and make equally among the season. I don't mention for this channel, say for Botswana, the only thing you need for their farm zone, say make government come clear your land and say may you just buy fuel for the tractor. They go come clear if your farm line may big. Now government dey in charge of the repairing of the tractor. Now they in charge of paying the personnel who will come drive the tractor. Wetin be the sacrifices where the government don't make? I dey ask you. The hospital where they travel, share your own parents no good to enjoy better life. Your own parents they good to suffer for Nigerian hospitals where we say many of them no even get better cheap medicine or free medicines. They swear for now where only una leaders they good to enjoy, una no they good to enjoy life. In go hospital now this week I think so. In they go hospital go check himself, but you know you no go fit check your own self. For hospital, your parents no fit check themselves abroad. And they listen to Wike, they talk say him wife gets cancer, be waiting. Himself in kidney and liver fail. Him wife been dey London when he go check in cancer body. But if you get cancer, na death sentence. If your parents get cancer, death sentence. If your parents get kidney or this thing, death sentence. Make una wake up. Make una wake up. You get reason why I even dey do this video. I go one APC guy page. You understand? So see wetin him talk. He say, I met a man who works in Kwara Poly yesterday. He earns 43,000 monthly, but his transport fare to work na 1,400 daily. You do the plus or minus now. 1,400 daily times 5 times 4, 20 days. Let's assume say they go work 20 days in a week. How much be that? How much come be in salary? You understand? And he say the man get family of 4. Say when you see the man now, the man don't look like person we guess with the 70 years. This time, this same man, you think saying go they talk about say wetin concern am sacrifice about the government. We sacrifice the government. All those money when the government, this subsidy thing, it dey easy to. I don't mention am for this channel. If na me dey power, even if I wan come, before I go comot this subsidy, I fit subsidize food. I go subsidize some basic food, look for some distribution channels. Okay, make I explain to you how I go do am. You know, say I dey always talk say I go do am how. I go build warehouses wey go be like stores. Warehouses wey go be like store for the 6 geopolitical zones. You understand? I go build warehouses, and after I build that major warehouses, I can build the ones where I will build for maybe each local government for Nigeria. How many local government Nigeria get? 770 something. I feel merge some of the local governments into 2. You understand? So I go build a lower number of distribution centers. Then for these places, the government go buy maybe processed food from indigenous producers, people where they use local what do they call them? Local contents. They produce food or they process food. I go, engage in them. I go buy their food at the price where they sell them. Then I go crash the price. If they sell them 50 naira, I go sell them 10 naira. Now, before you buy the food, you get national ID card. I go create like, people will get provision stores. You understand? I go create some certain type of branding. I feel give like you get one guy where they call a banner. You understand? I go give him kind of like a license. He go print the ones with the southeast. You understand? Don't be saying only I go print them more. You understand? I go put like 2 or 3 other people. Then another one go print another one for Southside. Then I go crash the food price. Maybe say if you want to buy the food cheap, then I only for those centers if you go buy them. Now if you sell this food outside Nigeria, if you catch anybody they sell them, you go jail for. I will put them for the condition. You go jail for 50 years because one thing with our people we say before greed go enter. They go begin sell the food outside country in order to make profit. So I go put this thing or even up. That's why I talk. I will put them even. Create small. Then they banner. You get the way we go channel them, all the local government, even all the wards go get like a provision store we go they sell this food, and they go they make little profit. Or I fit give new licenses to people who want to do provision centers. They go get national ID, and I go they warn them consequence go dey for corruption. Say they won't go manipulate figure. Maybe I fit even give them containers. These giant containers. They go they sell and it go be like branding. You understand? So the people who go get the licenses, they go they sell their food for provision. Then every month the government go they carry the food, go these provision stores, go supply to them. So even if na small profit they make, you understand? There will be small gains. People feel buy this food cheaper. For the meantime, I just give you an example, and it can be modified. This thing what I tell you. Tell me whether this thing what I talk, whether they reasonable or not. You understand? I no go use foreign brands where they import food or they import their. I go use local brands. Then things like fertilizer, I go crash the price overnight. Even if it means make government they owe them 10, I go crash. If they sell fertilizer 4,000, they go begin selling 500. And this is why they tell you all the farmers we go use this fertilizer go they registered. We fit create like unions. And the person where they in charge of the union go they monitor this thing. I go they tell us if you know this thing, na kri be the next thing, no. Kri. You understand? If I will carry them go on the talk kri first, before I even begin give anything, I go they see how the prison bill, in case you know sabi. If you just default or you won't do mago, na here you go land. So Tinubu government they do any sacrifice. Where they suffer, you say you want to sacrifice for them. Tinubu now if they won't buy fuel, even if na 1 liter they sell am 50,000, you go fit afford am with the money wey you don steal from Lagos, with the money wey you don get from cocaine. But you no fit afford am, yet you dey say you wan make sacrifice for them. You no see say you no get sense. You no see say you no get sense. So I don give away wey the government fit subsidize this food and create distribution channels. This container, this container wey dey use load goods, you go get the giant one, put am like 4 5, give like 5 or 6 people, just random something wey people fit apply. You go select am randomly, anybody wey dey lucky na him get the this thing. E go dey make small profit, but the government go dey give these things to them. E no dey difficult. Wetin dey important there na the willpower. You fit even run pilot scheme as me and you dey talk. You go just say, okay, make I run pilot scheme for southeast or for southwest, or based on say you come from southwest, you fit say, okay, make I run pilot scheme for south. We'll see how this thing go. You go run them efficiently. E no dey difficult. You go give people licenses, their video card go there. And I don't talk about this thing for this channel. Say national ID card, they very paramount for any growth we want to do for that. One card for everything, you go get cheap. Your video go dey there. Your video go dey there. So that government go fit even monitor you, track you, even fingerprints. Your fingerprint go there for the thing. So those people go be the distribution channels. So you fit buy the food cheaper. Imagine say milk wey they sell 50 naira, now they come dey sell am 10 naira. At least it go reduce your pain for the meantime. So these are just some channels. Let's assume say this thing now, I don't think I'm out now. If you run am for pilot scheme, use south. This is why they tell you go run am overnight. Look for the companies where you go buy for the food. Agreement, they sign the agreement immediately. The reason why I say may use local companies where they produce local goods, we say it go engage them, it go enable them to expand overnight. So they go carry their goods. Those companies go carry their goods, go to the distribution center. Cameras go dey there. This is what they tell you. Cameras go dey there 24 hours. They go register them, and you go use only young people run this thing. Only young people. Young. If you even use coppers, may I not say coppers go work for the distribution centers, but for the distribution stores where you go send this thing to, they go be how one put them now. People will go run and just normal people where you go randomly say everything go day online. People go they say and say, oh, you apply. They go run them. Computer go run randomly. They go pick this person so that may bias no day there. May you not say you pick only this person, you not pick this person. So these are the things we will need to do. You know they difficult. I feel run these things that they tell you. You just give me like 1 month, 2 months, I will go meet the necessary people. I don't tell you say I no need to dey involved. I no need to get experience for these things. You go run pilot scheme and it dey workable. Anyway, guys, I wanna see all the things where I talk and all these stupid people where they talk say they won't suffer for the government, but yet the government no want suffer for them. Now notice say many people for the country no get sense. Let me know your thoughts for the comment section.